there are groups of people that will profit off of Black culture, all while punching down on the people that they're profiting off of. There's a saying, everybody wants to be Black until it's time to be Black. Let's have a conversation about it. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed therapist. I've been counseling women and men who've both been victims or perpetrators of abuse. And one of the things that I want to talk about is this phenomenon, of course, without mentioning any names. And somebody had asked me to kind of talk about this in my comments, so I'll kind of do a 2-for-1 here. And, unfortunately, there are people, whether it be, music artists, whether it be actors and things like that, people, influencers and people like that will profit. Their whole identity is basically based off of cultural appropriation, which is essentially stealing all of the things that Black people are demonized for and wearing it like it's a costume, and they're profiting off of it. And unfortunately, they're able to get away with this because Black people co-sign, Black people endorse it, but they also get endorsements from their own community. And so the same things we get demonized for: big lips, big butt, big boobs, AAVE, clothes, things like that. A white person will take it, a Latin person, Hispanic person will take it, and they're so beautiful, they're so exotic, and it's Viking braids, it's all these things, and it's amazing to me, So, for example, and I'll take a show, Love and Hip Hop, which is originally thought of as for the, Black community, hip hop community. Back in my day, I watched it, I think I was like 20, maybe when I watched it. But, over the years, they have put a lot of Hispanic people on that show, and the Hispanic people have been able to reap the benefits of Black people's labor, all while being abusive to Black people on and off that show. And, it's interesting to watch that sort of play out now, where there's sort of like this relational aggression against Black women when they speak out about, hey, you're actually causing harm to the people who support you, which are Black people. You're actually causing harm. You're being phobic. You're being this and you're being that. And this people's own community will turn against them to support an appropriator. And I don't know, I kind of have to wonder, like, when are people going to get tired of that? When are people going to say that, hey, enough is enough? Like that's not cool, and that there's no way that, first of all, that people should be able to wear our features and just sort of insert themselves in our community when it's beneficial for them, and then dip out and, but still be able to profitize off of it, often more than, people within the community itself. There's something totally ass backwards about that, and like people still lining up in droves to support that person, and even, backlash against Black people in their community when they speak out about the injustices, when they speak out about like, hey, this isn't, we're not a costume. We're not, a community that you can come in and benefit off of and backbite and trash talk. But that's, people don't understand the value of a Black dollar. And because unfortunately we become accustomed to investing our dollars that do not like and do not support us will build their entire careers off of appropriating and then later turning around and mocking us. We've got to stop doing that. We really have to, you know, we really have to look at like some of the messages that we support, and all the way from television to music to clothing to just our culture to like, oh, I want to come and I want to have, I have a non-black person say, I want to go and have kids with a black man because, our mixed babies are going to look so beautiful and this and that and the other. And like, I kind of want some blackness, but not all of blackness. And so it'll be a prettier version of blackness and this and that. And it's like, yeah, and there's so many other ways that this propaganda and this trope is just so harmful for this community. But it's only because we allow it and we sit by and we support people who do this. We watch their shows. We support them on social media. We buy their stuff. We support their artistry. But it's propaganda. It's self-hating propaganda where people kind of want to come in and they steal parts of our identity and they think that they are better than us. But, again, I'm just a person that's on here talking and having my thoughts. But it angers me because, blackness is not, true blackness is not a costume you can put on and take off whenever you see fit. It's not, it's not something that can be appropriated. It's not something that can be injected and cosmetically put on. It's not, that's what it is. And so while people spew this hatred, please know that there's also a jealousy, an envy, a desire to covet what we have, all while punching down and trying to take it away from you. Again, that's the true essence of being a narcissist. Punching down, being envious of someone who has everything that you want, all while trying to hoodwink them and tell them that they're ugly for, what they have, or that they're illiterate, or that they're ignorant, or that they're stupid for having those things. Trying to wipe out being black while trying to be black. I'll get a load of that. So just my thoughts. I'm curious to know what you folks have to say about it as well. Thank you so much. Like, follow, comment, and share if this has been